He realized more than ever that the Jedi were too dangerous for him to allow them to exist. They were to the Sith what Alina was to him, an example of peace, comfort, and therefore a temptation to weakness. The Emperor did not see it, but Malgus saw it, and he knew what he must do. He knelt beside Alina, cradled her head in his left arm. He studied her face, its symmetry, the line of her jaw.
Verodin, you are my rescuer.
Yes.
Where is the woman, the Jedi?
She is gone. She will never hurt you again.
I knew you loved me.
I do.
He felt tears forming in his eyes, his weakness made manifest.
What is wrong, my love?
That I love you is what is wrong, Elena.
Verodin.
He steeled himself, stood, ignited his lightsaber, and drove it through her heart.
You called her a mongrel. To my face, you called her that. Her!
Have you heard the news from Alderaan, my lord?
What news?
There are rumors that an accord has been reached, and that a peace treaty will be signed later today. In exchange for the turnover of certain outlying systems to Imperial control, Coruscant will be returned to the Republic.
Peace. Peace! You are the mongrel, Adras. Angrel's mongrel. And you and those like you have mongrelized the purity of the Empire with your pollution, trading strength for a wretched peace. You and Angrel caused this, Adras, and the Emperor. There can be no peace with the Jedi, no truce. There can be no peace at all, not ever.
He recalled his first pilgrimage to Korriban, remembered the profound sense of holiness he had felt as he walked in isolation through its rocky deserts, through the dusty canyons lined with the tombs of his ancient Sith forebears. And in his isolation, it had showed him a vision. He had seen systems in flames, the fall of a galaxy-spanning government. But it was not just the Republic that required cleansing by fire.
I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame. You will witness my reckoning.
Do you think the secrets buried in that fortress will stay hidden forever? This is beyond your control. Everything my plan required to succeed has happened. My vision will come to pass. Nothing you do will stop this.
There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
Well, hello there. And welcome back to another stream. You guys here early. Some Meat Puppet, Levamp, Valiza. Hello there. This city. Good to see you guys here. Good to see you, good to see you. Hope everyone is doing good today. CDH Productions, welcome. Hey, thank you, Levamp. Thank you very much. That was over a week ago now, week and a half ago, something like that. But thank you. I did actually just turn 28 years old. Lovely. You can hear me loud and clear? That's excellent. Excellent. Welcome back, Car Eternal. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. Bounty Hunter story. Audio as crisp as can be. Oh, that's good to know. Very good to know. Have we got... There we go. We didn't have in-game audio. I had it muted. Now working. Okay, Bounty Hunter story. Back to it. I think the next location is going to be Alderaan. This is actually going to be... I think it's going to be Alderaan. I think we're going to go to Alderaan next. Maybe. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that.
The Eidolon's been taken care of. My intel confirms that. The Hutt cartel just yanked their live bounty on the Eidolon. I have word that your rivals forfeited to you as well. Congratulations, Hunter. You've cleared the first round. Your next 2 targets are on Tatooine and Alderaan. Transmitting your target briefings to you now. Your handler will be pleased to hear they didn't go to waste. Before you move on to your next target, return to Droman Kos. We have something to discuss. In private. Luck out.
I wonder what that's all about. The Huntmaster's assistant should never communicate with any hunter during a great hunt. It's just not done.
Nothing else has been predictable about this contest.
I'll agree with that. Better not keep him waiting, I guess.
Alright. The hunt continues. We've got to go to DK. Good old DK. Hey, it's a Mystic Troll. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know what's about to happen. Then is this holo terminal again? No. Ooh, it's been a while since we've done this, you know. A stream, that is. I've been working behind the scenes with our voice actors, and we've been very busy creating Darth Bane Explained. And I can tell you that we have an hour and a half, 1 hour, 30 minutes, that's 90 minutes total, as of right now, of just voice acted dialogue for the video. I'm really excited to upload it when it's finished. I'm not gonna lie. Quite possibly the biggest project we've had so far. Playing Elden Ring? Hell yeah. Still not played that game. Still not played it. What's everyone been watching this year? Any recommendations? You know, I need some recommendations as well. Because other than The Witcher Season 3 coming out, I don't know what to watch. Can't wait to see the video. Epic. Trust me, it's going to be good. It is going to be good. If you've enjoyed any of the explained videos with voice acting in them, then you're going to love this one. Because, honestly, they went all out for it. I'm kind of tempted to show you guys some of it. I might be down for that, if you guys want to hear a sneak peek.
Destination?
God, that's how eager I am. I just want to share it with everyone. How is Elden Ring treating you, Levam? I know that you play that quite a lot. So you must like it. It ticks your boxes, right? Why didn't I just quick travel? Why didn't I do that? We will never know. Fair enough, this city. Sounds good. Do I need to be at... I think I do, right? So I'm just gonna quick travel. Oh, that's right. It costs now to quick travel. think it's been like that for a while now, actually. I just keep forgetting. The audacity. Vintage Republic Soldiers armor set. Ugh. It's hideous. I mean, it's a classic, but it's hideous. Suppose we can put the XP boost on since we've got 8 of them. This is a cool area. We didn't really get to explore this last time we were here, but now it's actually given us a good opportunity to do so. Look at this. This is cool. I wonder if you can get this as a decoration yet. Huge raised platform like this for an arena. Pretty cool. Good for some B-roll in a video. We won't do that now. We won't do that now. Hey, appreciate the sub there, Brad. Thank you, thank you.
Hunter, we don't have a lot of time, so I'll be brief. The sanctity of the Great Hunt has been compromised. Seems a slicer got a hold of the Great Hunt's target list and intends to auction those names to the highest bidders. Exposure like that would destroy the Great Hunt. I need this dealt with quickly and discreetly. When's this auction taking place? Our informant seems to think it'll be soon. I need you to find the slicer and learn how he got that list. Once the list is secure, eliminate every scrag stupid enough to show up to that auction. Get the list, tie up the loose ends. Got it. Nemro the Hutt's paymaster, Judah, told us about the auction. She's on Hutta. She can tell you more. The fate of the Great Hunt rests in your hands. Remember that.
Nice. Now we're going to Hutta. You're gonna start your bounty hunter possibly later tonight. Do it. It is probably one of the best gun user storylines, other than Imperial Agent, of course. But it's a really good storyline. What do I think of the new Star Wars Outlaws game? Is that what you're asking me? Yeah. I think it looks, I'm curious about it. Just the only problem that I've got with all these new Star Wars games that are coming out is, like, it looks like they're all made in Unreal Engine. It looks like they're all made using the same assets. They all just kind of look the same. And I don't know, it feels like the devs haven't really gone for a unique angle on their game. It just seems that these days all the AAA devs are like, oh yeah, let's make the game look super realistic, and you know, because that's what people want, like super high fidelity graphics, that kind of thing. I don't know if that's always the case. I don't think that always wins, to be honest. I feel like they should have stepped back and really thought about that a lot more. It looks interesting though, I'll give them that. But to be totally honest with you, nothing's gonna get my interest until we have, like, the type of game that is Knights of the Old Republic. Like, simply put. Take Knights of the Old Republic, OG, you know, make that again, but like 10 or 20 times bigger. Loads more quests in it, you know, think like the size of The Witcher 3, something like that. You make something like that, I'll play it. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens with this Star Wars Outlaws. As I say, it looks interesting. I'm just not sure if it's the game that I'm looking for. Thank you, Productions. Thank you. It is the Vile Hunter? Yeah, Vile Hunter helmet, braces. Ooh. Yeah, it's the full Vile Hunter armor set. And I decided to go with Operative as my secondary class, just so we have the ability to stealth through everything. Did you hear that? There's going to be a Warhammer 40k. No, that's the only huge problem with that is it's being worked on by DC Universe Online devs. That sounds interesting to me. A Warhammer 40k MMO. I wonder if that's going to be like a Diablo-esque kind of game then. Interesting though.
Nemro really is full of surprises. I mean, for an underhanded, gluttonous, backstabbing slob, who would have thought his
Amen
palace
to
could be
that,
so...
Productions. Amen to that. I mean, if you made a game and it had something like the Clone Wars graphics, I don't think anyone would mind. I think absolutely everyone would be okay with that, so long as the game itself was amazing. And think of how much work that would actually cut back for the developers, instead of like having to use 8K textures and make everything look super realistic and have all the vines have great physics and, you know, all the flora that you walk past for 3 seconds, as long as it moves when you go past it, you know. What? No one cares about that shit. The game. Trying to escape reality.
Krista said you'd be coming by. I was so relieved to hear the Mandalorians weren't sending a stranger. Before I tell you what I know about this auction, I need to ask for a favor. There are bound to be some really nasty people at this auction, so please keep my name out of this. I don't want to put my family in jeopardy.
Don't worry, I won't be doing a lot of talking.
Thank you. My family means everything to me. I discovered the auction through one of Nemro's business associates. We were settling an account, and he asked if Nemro would be participating. I pretended I knew what he was talking about. That's how I learned about the slicer and the list.
I need to know exactly where the auction is taking place.
The auction's taking place here in Jakuna. The slicer left these details for Nemro. I hope they help. It should have already started. Please let me know how it goes. I won't be able to sleep otherwise.
Subtitle Productions. Yeah, if you're trying to tell me that the story in this game is good, then yes, I agree. It's a fundamental fact that the story in this game is actually pretty good. There is a lot to be criticized for sure, but at face value, this game is the best Star Wars content you will find in the current era. That's just true. The auction is on hunt. It better be. Yeah, it's that thing, it's palace. Let's go. Why can't I QT over there? What the hell? What the hell? Go here. Yeah, DC Universe Online never really appealed to me. I know there's a lot of other people who like it, but yeah. See, that kind of game, that kind of playstyle that DC Universe Online has, it reminds me of those old PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 Marvel games like the Fantastic Four and Wolverine and some of the others. Maybe not Wolverine actually, because Wolverine was actually fantastic. But think of some of the others that were like top down, mostly the X-Men ones I think, just not the Wolverine one. Reminds me of those. Played them when I was a kid, but I don't know if I'd play them now. Leave me alone. Me running away is a mercy to you. Oh no, I'm stuck. Make it. Quality over quantity. Every time. Like every time I look at my YouTube channel, I'm like, okay, dude, stop panicking. It's okay. Quality over quantity. And it's true. I think this is your favorite game. You mainly just do the stories and the lore. Fair enough. You know, I think in some ways this is also my favorite game. I'll be honest. But also in many other ways, it's like my most hated game.
You ain't listening. I don't want the whole list. I just want to know if my name's on it.
An excellent point. What if we're only interested in certain names?
I'm sure we could come to some arrangement. That's what this auction is all about.
How about I just bleed you nice and slow, and then take the list from your cold, dead hand?
Back off. I need him alive for now.
You talking to me, wimp? I don't think you realize where you are. Look around. We're the most wanted killers in the galaxy. Anyone here could rip you limb from limb.
Let's try to keep this civil, okay? If you're not here to bid, please leave.
I say we kill this worm and get another slicer to crack the pad.
Suits us fine.
No!
Can't believe that worked. His epic dodging actually worked. He serpentined out of here. I believe he actually, like, ran from here to here, dodging blaster fire. What a guy.
Start talking. How'd you get this list?
Some guy said he was a Mandalorian. He got me the codes to break in. Said I could sell the names and make a fortune.
He just gave you the codes and said get rich? I don't buy it.
It wasn't a handout. There were conditions. I got the money. He got... well, I don't know. He said targets assigned to Taro Blood were off limits. Maybe he has money on this Blood guy winning.
Or Taro Blood gave this slicer the list.
I can't imagine Blood getting his own hands this dirty.
That man has lived way longer than he has any right to.
That'll help you find him, right? I've told you everything I know. Please, just let me go. I'll never talk about that list again. I swear.
Ooh, what should we do? Should we let him go? Or should we kill him? Or perhaps there's an opportunity to make some credits here. We could ask him if there's other copies of the list. He was a better player and you're still playing? That's very cool. I know many people the same way. Many people. Let him go? You want me to let him go? What is this? Light side there? Well, right then. I guess we're letting him go.
Disappear before I get an itchy trigger finger.
No one will know I even existed.
Saved by stream chat. And he'll never even know. Ah, it's too late now. It's too late. Bounty Hunter is always neutral. Yeah, we should have took the credits option. I was curious. Kill him. Kill him now. I shouldn't. It's not the Jedi way. On a turn, Anakin. Give me some creds, Judah.
You're back. I was getting worried. Was everything taken care of?
Were you thinking about me while I was gone?
Well, maybe a little. So, everyone at the auction is dead? All of them?
Would you like to hear how I killed each one?
No. No, of course not.
Well, things should start looking up now.
I'm just glad it's finally over. Please give my regards to Krista. Best of luck in the Great Hunt. I'll be thinking of you.
I think Disney fans are the most toxic fans, not gonna lie. Because you talk to an Old Republic fan, or a prequel trilogy fan, or an original trilogy fan, and they can actually have a conversation with you. But the moment you criticize a Disney thing in front of a Disney fan, like, oh shit hits the fan, man. Oh shit hits the fan. So for that reason, I'm out. Back to Drummond cars here. We welcome all people here, though. Toxic or not. I find most toxic people to be quite amusing, to be honest. I don't know about that one, Levamp. So that's a bit edgy, that one, Levamp. Even for me. Just as they earn the happy birthday song. Yeah. To be honest, I think the reason that the Old Republic fans are easier to talk to is just simply because anyone who is an Old Republic fan is quite simply, whether you like it or not, you are quite simply a die-hard Star Wars loyalist. Because your average Star Wars fan has absolutely no idea what the Old Republic is. You start talking about Revan and Malak or this shit, any of that, they're like, huh? I know Anakin, and I know Luke, and C-3PO, and you're like, no, this... Alright. So yeah, when you talk to an Old Republic fan, you know you're talking to someone who is definitely on the same wavelength as you. Yep, Darth Bane trilogy, probably the best Star Wars material in existence.
Enjoy your stay.
Just gonna say it, Drew Karpyshyn, what an absolute god. I've gone through that trilogy so many times. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Pretty cool. I would say Attica would beat the Old Republic. We are but children with toys compared to the prowess of the ancient Sith. Yeah, pretty much Productions. I've actually met people who knew who Revan is. Like, well, not knew him, but like they know the name, they know the look of him, and they're like, oh yeah, Revan, he's great. And you ask them questions, and they absolutely do not know who Revan is. They're like, oh, it was a game and all this other stuff, and you're like, yeah. And
glad to see you in one piece.
Like, how were you a fan of Revan? You didn't know anything.
Glad to see you in one piece, Hunter. Is that auction dead and buried?
What auction? I don't know of any auction.
That's what I want to hear. Seems the Huntmaster was right about you. Talk to me. This was more than a grab and shoot. Did you find out how that slicer got the list?
All signs point to blood. His targets were the only ones not on the list.
If that's your only proof, it's fairly circumstantial. Best keep those accusations to yourself. Taro's pretty influential among my people. We've got the target list back. That'll have to do for now. Thanks for taking care of this, Hunter. It was good doing business with you.
Your targets on Tatooine and Alderaan ain't gonna kill themselves. Go get them, pronto!
Nice. Alderaan and Tatooine. I guess we're meant to go to Tatooine first, aren't we? God damn it. That's annoying. Ah, this is stupid. Did you see that? The ship is just taking off. Bye, ship. Man's that much worse than Disney.
Greetings, Master.
Yeah.
I cleaned the vessel from stem to stern in your absence. You can smell the difference.
I mean, if you are the author, then I feel like you do get that creative right to just basically be able to say whatever the hell you want. But at the same time, as a fan of the material, you don't have to listen to anything that is said outside of the actual material. So, you know, if you don't like going behind the scenes and that kind of thing, then sometimes it's best not to. But I think it's good. I don't mind that kind of thing.
Uh-oh, Krista's calling on an emergency channel. Better patch her through.
Finally, there's some hard critters to pin down. Ignore my recording for Tatooine, Hunter. Everything's changed. That slicer selling the Great Hunt list started a trend. Somebody told your target he was a marked man. Naturally, he decided to make himself scarce.
That made my day.
If you don't hustle, he'll disappear, and you'll be out of the Great Hunt. You're after Tiresias Loci, a scoundrel who's been on the galaxy's most wanted list forever.
The Tiresias Loci? That smuggler cheated the Hutt Cartel, Exchange, and Black Sun gangs out of a fortune.
And he's been buying himself out of trouble ever since. 2 days ago, your rival bounty hunter shot down Tiresias' ship over Tatooine, but then lost him in the desert.
That means Tiresias is still here.
There ain't reports of him being someplace else. The good news is Tiresias is Deveronian. He shouldn't be hard to spot.
That's true. I've seen 2 Deveronians my whole life. They've got red skin and 2 big horns on their heads.
Talk to the spaceport traffic control droid at Mos Illa. Find out if any Deveronians have been through there recently.
The only way that Deveronian gets off Tatooine is in pieces.
That's the spirit. Tiresias has a reputation for being slippery. When you catch him, better hold on tight. Good luck, Hunter. Krista out.
Yeah, this city. You bring up a good point, in a way. Because obviously Lucas himself isn't the only writer for Star Wars. Obviously he has outsourced that before now with other people, such as like Drew Karpyshyn, Mark Thompson, I want to say. I believe that's the name. Anyways, who is to say that Lucas could say something about, let's say, Drew Karpyshyn's books and overwrite something? Like, as a fan, I don't know if I would be a fan of that. So I can see your point when it comes to that perspective. Because, you know, there's multiple writers and it's going to be hard to keep things consistent throughout things anyways. Timothy Zahn might actually be the other person I was thinking of. Mark Thompson might be the narrator on audiobook. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's why on my brain right. Pitch traffic control droid BD. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I don't really understand why people get so hung up on what's canon and what's not canon anyways, to be totally honest. I sort of just see all Star Wars as one piece. I don't really look at the separated lines. Because it's all just jargon, right? Just because the franchise has changed hands, you know, like on paper and in business speak, maybe that means, you know, this thing's canon, that thing's not canon, whatever. But just as a fan of all the material, like, I don't really subscribe to that mindset. Like a business mindset, right? I just look at all the content as one piece. I'm not really bothered about what's canon and what's not canon. I don't care if Disney acknowledges Revan or Bane. I don't care if they do or if they don't, because I've experienced that content through the books, and I know how awesome they are. And I don't need Disney to validate that for me to enjoy that content anymore, I suppose. I'm not sure how else to explain that. I think I went past the thing. Yeah, well, I think saying he's like Anakin is probably a good way to compare them, really, in a way. In a way.
Freighter Minok Fodder 62009er, please stand by for landing clearance.
I'm looking for a Deveronian named Tiresias Loci. Got any record on him?
Scanning databanks. 1 moment, please. Records indicate only one Deveronian present at the spaceport. A merchant named Gellar Roing.
Bet you anything Gellar Roing is an alias for Tiresias Loci.
You'll get no argument from me.
Where can we find this Gellar Roing droid?
Gellar Roing's vessel is awaiting departure clearance in Docking Bay 64. Do you wish for me to contact him?
I want my visit to be a surprise.
Very well, but he is scheduled for takeoff soon. If you hurry, you might catch him.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best ways to look at it. You see all of the content as one piece, and if anything is ever just like rewritten or redone, so as you say, like Boba Fett's got many different origin stories or whatever, you just got to look at them as just different versions of the story, right? It's like, if you remember, like when, I remember like when I was a kid, right? When a game came out alongside of a movie, usually the game had a little bit more in it than what the movie did, and usually it deviates a little bit more than what the movie did. So I would always look forward to playing a game for that reason, because it's like a different version of the movie, for example. So those differences are cool. Can be cool, I should say. Am I going past it again? Why am I in the spaceport so much? What's going on here? My target's here in the spaceport? You just gotta enjoy Star Wars for what it is. Anytime a writer comes up with something, it's just their version of some Star Wars material. That's just how you gotta look at it. They either did a good job or they did a bad job.
How long can it take to get departure clearance from this lousy spaceport? Stupid locals. You look lost, friend. Can I help you?
They said you'd be hard to catch, Loci. Guess they were wrong.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm Gellar Roing, speeder salesman from Nar Shaddaa. If you're in the market, I have great deals on the new T9s. Unfortunately, I'm a bit rushed. Look me up on Nar Shaddaa, won't you? The name's Roing. That's R-O-I-N-G.
Drop the act. You're Tiresias Loci.
Sorry, I don't know any Tiresias. Who exactly are you, if you don't mind me asking?
You can call me Lucky, now that I've caught you.
Caught me? Goodness, caught me doing what? Shoot, you fools!
Stop! I surrender. I got no loyalty to that scum. He left us here to die.
The pay is great, but he never said we'd go up against anything like you.
You want to live? Tell me where Tiresias went.
I don't want any more trouble. I'll tell you everything I know. The Deveronian said a bounty hunter shot down his starship. He walked across the desert to reach Mos Illa. Blasted lucky he made it.
Did he say where he abandoned his starship?
No, but he wanted us to help get it running again. That plan changed real sudden like though. This bounty hunter caught up to us. Nasty little Rhodian. Before we could draw blasters, the Deveronian cuts a deal. Not only did he buy off the bounty hunter, he convinced him to sell his own starship.
Where did the bounty hunter go after selling his ship to Tiresias?
The Rhodian's celebrating with a private party at a club outside of town. He's thrown around credits like sand.
I cross-referenced the ship's registration with known Rhodian bounty hunters. Found your rival. Vibu Lunx. Deadly accurate with a blaster, but has a reputation for laziness. I'm surprised he made it this far.
Laziness would explain why he sold out so easily.
I'd be curious to hear his side of the story, assuming you don't just blast him. If Tiresias bought off your rival once, he might try it again. Use a bounty hunter to fight a bounty hunter?
That's useful information, right? Please, let me go. This was never personal.
Get out of here.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Good idea letting him live. He'll warn the other mercenaries to stay out of our way. Let's drop in on your rival hunter's big party. It's the only lead we've got.
You know, I think Qui-Gon was pretty convinced that Anakin was a virgin in the Force, right? After seeing his midichlorian count and, you know, seeing he could do pod racing, blah, 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 blah. Qui-Gon was pretty committed to the fact that Anakin was the chosen one. So, I reckon he probably would have done that thing with the coin toss, the dice toss. He would have done that either way, I think, regardless of any interference from Palpatine or Plagueis at that time, because he would have been alive at that time, of course. Yes, Qui-Gon was in touch with the living Force. He was the model Jedi, which is ironic, because the Jedi of his era would not allow him to be on the Jedi Council, even though Qui-Gon was probably the wisest among them all. Yet another example of how arrogant the Jedi Order had become. Oh yeah, it is a pretty important moment. But it's a rigged moment though, right? Because Qui-Gon obviously uses the Force to rig the throw.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
I think I might have to go through the Plagueis book again.
O wamawanka mituske o wana tablota wijawa. Iliska chanaga imache, choranchike.
You let Tiresias Loci live, Vibu? That's not how we do things.
Yako kuchi rati tud muta miskocha. Utula musta wo granitampio tu pushiwompa. Napiska ku palia pitie potenia go.
Being a bounty hunter is about more than making money.
Wajineko higadanoila oka kiza spida per popa. Itsug nangki he chalangtong imachechu. Tong micha kolkata maji ta us azalas ulval.
Who's this Lady of Pain? Your wife?
Imata kamu nang kise. Ukle ugo chesko pakurta kliska taka ya oska. Hagwa boska puño, boska.
Wrong call, dude. Nice. Yeah, the thing is with the Jedi Order and relationships, that kind of thing, is that it's always very on and off. Sometimes they permit it, sometimes they don't. And it's not as simple as it being like a case-by-case basis or anything. I think it honestly just depends on the enlightenment of the Jedi Council of that particular time. Because the Jedi Council have a lot of authority of how the Jedi conduct themselves. I don't know if any of you knew this, but according to legends, there was actually once a time where the Grand Master of the Jedi Order would actually be the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic.
Don't kill me. I'm just a dancer.
I need to find the Lady of Pain. Know where she is?
I performed for her once. She gave me the creeps. The Lady of Pain runs a compound not far from here. Bad part of the desert. You can't miss it.
Take the rest of the day off.
Guess we're off to see the Lady of Pain, huh? This should be interesting.
I'm going back to the family moisture farm.
Let's level up. Mace could sense and use the dark side possibilities. He is the least fooled of the council, including Yoda. Yeah, you see Mace Windu like straight up sensed the dark side around the Chancellor. Like he could have done something, but he didn't. Because it was out of the Jedi's hands. If they'd have done something with the Chancellor at that time, it would have been seen basically as a treasonous act. Everyone would have been like, hey, what are you doing out with the Chancellor for? Well, I sensed the dark side around him. Yeah, but how are you going to prove that? And what does that even mean? Just sneezing into my microphone. Wait, can I use the speeder?
At your service, sir. Travel route is confirmed.
I think it's possible that the Jedi could have avoided their fate. Do you think that the moment the Kaminoans made clones, their fate was sealed? In my opinion, I don't think. You see, the thing is, the clones, there would have been a way around this, right? And the stipulation is this. The chips that were in the heads of the clone troopers, obviously Order 66 was in the chips, and Order 66 is to kill all the treasonous Jedi, blah 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 blah. But the Order itself, right, so those chips, they are set to be obeyed by the Supreme Chancellor, right? So if the arrest of Sidious actually happened, and the Jedi basically took control of the Senate, which is basically what would have happened. It is a military coup, is basically what was happening. They would have taken control of the Senate, and Order 66 would never have happened. And even if it did happen, they would now be the Supreme Chancellor. One of the Jedi would be a Supreme Chancellor. They would have the rank to just be like, hey, you know, can you not do Order 66? And that should probably work. Probably. This one? Is it this one? Oh, you like the quizzes and the riddles?
Surely I can offer you something, lady. An HK assassin droid? Fresh slaves? Direct from Ryloth?
I already have those. Stop wasting my time.
What's wrong, Tiresias? Can't buy your way out of this?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Tiresias? Wait, you're actually... No, shame on you, you naughty little Deveronian.
Sincerest apologies, lady. Now that you know I'm the justifiably famous Tiresias Loci, you also know my resources. I need you to eliminate this bounty hunter and help me leave Tatooine. I'll pay generously, of course.
Intriguing. But I'd like to hear what this delicious specimen has to offer first.
What do you want, lady?
Oh, my favorite question. I have a keen interest in gladiatorial contests. A match is scheduled for today, and I've lost my beloved champion. Whoever fights as my new champion could ask any favor of me.
If I'm your champion, I'll expect all sorts of favors.
Is that really what you're into?
Careful what you wish for. Most men are too fragile for me.
This isn't exactly a fair negotiation, lady. I'm no gladiator.
I'm sure one of these men would fight in your place for a price.
All right. I'll make anyone who fights for me obscenely rich. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Someone is bound to take his offer, Bounty Hunter. Won't you be my champion?
Mess around with me and your history. Let's not waste any more time.
Now, don't be too quick. It disappoints the fans.
Lady, this is a terrible mistake. Don't be a fool.
Fool? Guards, take Tiresias away and remove his tongue. You don't need it, do you?
If you want it, take it.
Thank you. It'll be my proof that he was here. Put Tiresias someplace safe, guards, and watch him. He's slippery.
You haven't heard the last of me. Either of you.
Your opponent is in the next room. When you're ready, meet me and my guest there.
Nice. Yeah, it is Ritaki.
I'm ready to fight.
Wonderful. Feldogen, this is my new champion.
A bounty hunter? Borga will rip this fool limb from limb, won't she, my beautiful boy? Save it for the match, Borga.
May the best fighter win.
Gonna be easy.
Borga! My sweet, precious boy!
Delicious. For a moment, I thought Borga might kill you, bounty hunter.
Emoji? What emoji? I guess let's take that as a no.
I wanted you to get your entertainment value.
You most certainly did that.
This isn't over, lady. I'll return with a new champion.
I hope so, Phil. Our little gatherings always make my day. Kisses.
Lady, Tiresias escaped. He hit us with a stun grenade.
I watched you disarm him. Where did he get that weapon?
One of his horns was fake. He hid the grenade inside it. Please, don't cripple me. It's not my fault.
I have to hand it to that smuggler. He's not just lucky, he's good.
He manipulated me into escorting him away from you. It's so obvious now. I hate him. One of you saw where Tiresias went, yes?
He stole a swoop bike and a hyperdrive regulator. He could be anywhere by now.
But I'll find him. The swoop bikes all have homing beacons. A precaution against thieving Jawas and stupid guards. I'll consult my tracker. Ah, there he is. The stolen swoop bike stopped at these coordinates in the deep desert.
Boss, if Tiresias stole a hyperdrive regulator, he might be trying to fix his old chip, the one that got shot down.
I can see like a bunch of emojis spurting out, I suppose. If I look at the live chat on this page. A bunch of hundreds. 100%.
Lady, it's been nice knowing you.
I don't say this often, but the pleasure has been all mine. Good luck.
Yeah, I see those emojis. Nice.
At your service, sir.
There
shade look...
You're enjoying the use of those emojis. You hate Tatooine? I guess that means you hate sand as well. And you hate swimming?
Going somewhere, Tiresias?
Not with all those dune rats nipping at my heels. Thanks for clearing that up. You're sure she's ready for takeoff?
I've checked the calculations 4 times, Master, with shields at minimum.
Right, good enough. That just leaves our friend here to deal with. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Open fire, NK!
Yeah, right.
Try to be more careful.
Actually doing us in. No! Can't believe I just got killed by Gold Renner. How did this happen? I'm not falling for this, Lavamp. I'm no fool.
You alright?
No worries, Productions. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon, see you soon, see you soon. Do I know that? No, I don't think I do know.
Alright, you win. Let's cut a deal.
What's up, Stanka? Welcome.
Hope springs eternal for you, doesn't it?
Everything is negotiable. Everything. This is the famous Star of Aldera, the most valuable gem in the galaxy.
No, Master. Not your most prized possession. We must fight.
Quiet, NK. We'd never stand a chance. Alderaa's royal family would pay a fortune to get this gem back. Let me go, and it's yours.
Famous order. It's Starica, not Stanker. I am so glad. Because I said the name Stanker and I was like, what kind of name is that? Who chooses that? But yeah, I see. That is an R and that is an I. Just on my smaller monitor, it merged the letters together to create an N. Amazing. Welcome, though.
Do I look that gullible to you?
You can't blame a guy for trying. Take the gem anyway. I insist. Girls, come to daddy. It's dinner time.
Tiresias went to the cockpit. Let's get him.
Note of reflection. Messengers of the Cold Moon. See what that is. Not gonna lie. Reading is hard. What is your favorite sad and depressing quote? Oh, I don't know about that. I really don't know. Give me yours. Excited for Heir of the Empire? Who wouldn't be?
Come on, you hunk of junk! Blast! I knew there wasn't enough power to take off.
End of the line, Tiresias.
You are the toughest, most persistent bounty hunter I have ever met. I only have one thing left to say. Give me a job. Spare my life and I'll dedicate it to working for you. How's that sound?
I have to bring you in dead, pal.
All you need is my corpse. I've got that covered. I'm tired of running. My fortune's gone, but I'm still hunted. I want Tiresias Loci dead as much as anyone. What if I told you there's a duplicate of yours truly? A replica identical in all respects. Even a bioscan couldn't tell the difference.
You made a copy of yourself? One was bad enough.
My duplicate is already dead, frozen in carbonite. Just pretend he's me. Once I'm declared dead, I'll put my legendary skills, savvy, and contacts at your disposal. Imagine what we could accomplish.
I see a lot of trouble in my future if I keep you around.
Trouble is just another word for opportunity, and that leads to profit.
I hate to say it, but having him on our team might be useful.
I swear I'll never run. I'm safer as your servant than as a fugitive. Even if I did escape, you'd just find me again. Honestly, who wants to have this conversation twice?
Mess around with me and your history.
Shall we head to the cargo hold and get my duplicate? There's my duplicate. Should only take a few moments to thaw him out. We need to make it look convincing. A couple of blaster shots should sell it. You want to do the honors?
We'll tell everyone you went out in a blaze of glory.
Oh my stars! I'm glad we decided to work together. Let me collect my gear and we can be on our way. So, I'll need a new name. After all, Tiresias Loci is dead. And what do you think of the name Galt Renault? Has a nice ring to it.
Call yourself whatever you like.
Then Galt Renault it is. A fine new name for an exciting new life.
Why don't you and Galt spend a little time getting to know each other? I'll see you two back at the ship.
Lead on, my fearsome friend. Galt is ready for action.
That's a good quote, Lavamp. Pretty good quote. Use your ship's intercom. We're done on Tatooine already.
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day and feel no desire to deactivate me.
No identity and a fake death, indeed. Alright, I am gonna be right back. We shall continue. Alright, I have returned. Let's get back to it.
Hey, you're back. And Tiresias is still alive. Guess you two are bonding, huh?
The name's Galt, remember? Galt Renault. And yes, we're getting along famously.
Is that so?
For once, he's telling the truth.
We'll see how long that lasts. I've had enough of scorching heat and sand. What do you say we check out our next target?
I really don't want to imagine SWTOR in Unreal Engine. You get fed up of seeing Unreal Engine after so long.
I eliminated Tiresias Loci.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I scan it. Huh. What do you know? The body's bioscan matches. You just made a lot of crime bosses very happy. I've got a positive on the rival kill as well. Credit for Tiresias Loci goes to you. Stay hungry, Hunter.
Get crystal for my blaster, shall we?
Greetings, Master. I cleaned the vessel from stem to stern in your absence. You can smell the difference.
You can smell the difference. Yeah, I'm not dissing Unreal Engine. It is cool. But it would be nice to see some more unique things. You know, like think of the CGI trailers that we've had from like Blair Studios and that, right? Like, why not that? That would be cool. Hey, what's up, Usagi? Welcome back. It does have pretty good dialogue.
I've always heard how beautiful Alderon's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least he'll still be pretty in the holos.
Don't sweat it. When we win the Great Hunt, I'm taking you on vacation.
Really? You mean that?
Name the place and we're there.
Thanks, big guy. That means a lot. Time to find out who's standing between us and a week on the beach.
Welcome to Alderaan, Hunter. Former tourist capital of the core worlds. Your target here is a nobleman nicknamed the Durasteel Duke on account of his knack for staying alive. Over 1,000 assassins have come and gone trying to put the Duke to bed, but he ain't met you yet, right? He was last seen with House Gerard. They're guests of House Thule, so that's a good place to start looking. Good luck.
Figure she'd gloss over the details. Lucky for you, I'm on the job.
Fill me in. I hate surprises.
In a nutshell, when the Queen of Alderaan died a few years ago, the head of the military declared himself king. That didn't go over so well. Now the three largest houses are fighting over the crown.
Who would have seen that coming?
A lot of people didn't. Boris Olga was a Republic war hero. House Organa and House Thule are Olga's only real opposition, but they're at each other's throats too. Basically, Organa wants Alderaan back in the Republic, and Thule came back from exile with the help of the Empire. Hey, are you getting all this?
Our mark is with Gerard at House Thule, and the rest are target practice. Anything else?
Well, that pretty much sums it up. Come on. We better go pay a visit to House Gerard. Oh, and one last thing. The nobles of Alderaan are different. They think they're untouchable, and they won't be impressed, no matter how big a gun you wave around.
Yeah, a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with the graphics of this game. But I think that's just mostly the people who are genuinely annoyed that they used Hero Engine. Which wouldn't be terrible, but I mean, let's face it, the graphics could be better in the game. They could be better. But they're good. They're niche, I suppose. They suit the game, but they could be better. Story is most important, that's very true. Also, I suppose the one thing you have to think about is if you had to play this game in the lowest possible settings and your game looked like this, you might not be totally impressed. Look at that difference. This is the lowest settings. Why did I hate the Trooper story? Just how tedious it was. The amount of times you had to run back to General Gaza was just incredibly unnecessary. Like, I don't know who created the holo pad, the holo communicator, but clearly they didn't sell to the Republic. Or their military. Compared to Star Wars Galaxies, I mean, Star Wars Galaxies graphics are obviously incredibly outdated. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at the low setting, and this looks better than what it did before. It's been a long time since I've seen it on low, but it doesn't look as terrible as it used to. Alright, back to super high everything. Super high. Dun, dun. Ooh, looks pretty again. That was an easy level up. Yeah, I think that's why you have to play the controller as a dark side individual. Just because then it actually makes things quite interesting. Or so I hear. I'm very intrigued, curious about that. I think when we play the controller, we might be making a lot of dark side options.
I just cuffed the whelp for scuffing my boot with the stirrup when... Oh, abominable.
Just ignore it. Maybe it'll wander away.
Who would I choose for a Star Wars rock band? We choose Malgus as the lead singer, and then when he's done screaming into the microphone, he can pull out his lightsaber and just start smashing up the set. We know that that's what's going to happen. And then he does a crowd dive, start crowd surfing.
I'm looking for the Durasteel Duke.
Durasteel Duke? What is this roughneck babbling about?
Duke Corwin, you old dotard.
Is that what they call him? How quaint. You must leave, now, and use the servants' exit. People would talk if they saw someone of your ilk here.
People are gonna talk after I blast you out of your boots.
Are you going to take that, Hada?
Absolutely not. Leave immediately. Do not force me to defend my honor.
Don't be ridiculous, Father. This is a matter for the guards.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, return to the festivities. I will have a few words with our esteemed guest here.
Glad to meet somebody civil.
Forgive my relations. They have a low threshold for impropriety.
You aren't seriously considering dealing with this thug? Uncle, please. I have the situation well in hand. Return to the festivities. This is not a request. I believe I know why you're here, but this is a discussion best held in private. Please wait in my office. I'll be right with you.
Ma, the drummer.
Well, this is a first. Are the Gerards offering blood?
Yeah, and then Jadis is just gonna walk out and start rapping the Sith code.
What? I'm a bounty hunter. I'm after the Durasteel Duke. Can you help me or not?
Right to the point, yes? I'm afraid the Duke and his sister left House Gerard some time ago under unpleasant circumstances. House Gerard now has a vested interest in finding the Duke and having him meet an unpleasant end. A minor noble claims to have a lead on the Duke. However, he insists on meeting in person, which I'm not willing to do. Instead, I will employ you.
You're expecting a double cross.
It's possible. Either way, I'm certainly not going out into that war zone, and none of my relatives can be trusted. I can't expect you to navigate the intricacies of our society, but I can give you the authority to negotiate on my behalf. From this point on, you will act as House Gerard's advocate, a role of honor. Come, I will walk you through the appointment ceremony.
Let's make this happen.
Please kneel. I, Baron Zakar Gerard, do hereby bequeath my voice and my seal to this proxy. Now repeat after me. I humbly accept this honor and swear to carry my authority in a manner befitting the Lord I serve.
I humbly accept this honor and swear to carry my authority in a manner befitting the Lord I serve.
You may rise. Well done. There may be hope for you yet. It is customary for information to be double encrypted in these transactions, so Lord Malphus must enter his half of the key before you take the data. I'll let Malphus know you'll arrive at his encampment soon. Be on your best behavior.
I can't believe I actually just did that. Also, I'm not sure why it forced me to remove my helmet for that cutscene. Stressful. That most certainly is not the way. Lana as lead guitar. That might work. Baron on the trumpets. I want to say Barris cake is a lie. Completely forgot about that. That caught me off guard. Yeah, I think every time somebody says the word Barris, the bot is going to respond. Brilliant. You know, as I'm running around here, I'm just checking the render distance on the grass. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. But, I guess since the 64-bit upgrade, I think there actually is a notable difference on the render distance. One of the things that used to really bug me about walking around grassy areas was the fact that the grass wouldn't render in until you got close to it. So I'm glad that they've actually somewhat fixed that. That was very annoying to see. Romancing City Ocean. Not possible.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank here. Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is permitted within 10 paces of my person without my express consent.
Used to be 5 paces. I suppose the war is making people jumpy.
Wait, you are the advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous! I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
Here's your opportunity to just shut up and hand over the message.
You don't make demands of me, mongrel. Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Thranta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers, a mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
How about I deliver your teeth?
Your artful diplomacy is a wonder to behold.
Oh! You struck me! How dare you! You knuckle-dragging ape! I'll see your head on a pike! What are you both waiting for? Pound this cur to the ground!
Oh, that was brilliant.
You'll feel that later.
Hey, what's up, Josh? YouTube notifications got you again. Okay, I'm actually just gonna... I'm gonna redo that, because I want that cutscene. So bear with me. Let's go back and blast through this bit.
I just cuffed the whelp for
I would
you must. Are you late? You want? I believe.
Well, this is a first. Are the Gerards offering blood sport for entertainment?
I'm a
right. I came from. Let me now. You made it all.
Hey, what's up, Sharuba? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Did the Baron hire new guards?
Hey, things are good with me. Thanks for asking.
Is this the sort of
How are you
help the
today?
Gerards take on?
Ugh, this is going to be the talk of House Thule for a week.
Who is never once notified. Yep. I actually once, I asked YouTube partner support about how live stream notifications were meant to be working on the channel. Because, and you know, I'll never complain about how many people are watching my streams because it's not like I stream often anyways. But I remember when I used to stream in 2017, 2016, and even 2018, we used to get like 8 times the amount of viewers that we get now. We used to get a hell of a lot more viewers. And we had a hell of a lot less subs back then. So it's confusing sometimes, and I remember asking YouTube partner support about that, and they were just basically like, hey, we basically send live stream notifications only to the people that they know watch live streams. So if you don't watch live streams on YouTube, then you might never get a notification about any live stream whatsoever, unless it was someone like really popular, I suppose, who you were sub to. But I find that really stressful. Because obviously, when you look at our channel like that, statistically, of course, the smallest viewer portion of our channel is the live streams. And because of that, it reflects when we live stream. And I don't feel like that's right. You know? It's kind of annoying. But it is what it is.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank.
Oh, we need to do it like this. Whoop. Yep. Seriously. Fair enough, Josh. It was meant to be.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank here. Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is permitted within 10 paces of my person without my express consent.
Used to be 5 paces. I suppose the war is making people jumpy.
Wait, you are the advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous. I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
Here's your opportunity to just shut up and hand over the message.
You don't make demands of me, mongrel. Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Thranta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers, a mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
How about I deliver your teeth?
Your artful diplomacy is a wonder to behold.
Oh, you struck me! How dare you! You knuckle-dragging ape! I'll see your head on a pike! What are you oafs waiting for? Pound this cur to the ground!
Move.
Yeah, so even though that's like unfair, that's pretty much how it is. So that's why you now see different YouTubers. They don't all do this, but if there is a YouTuber who makes like videos on their main channel, then typically they will create a whole new YouTube channel dedicated for live streams, because it's easier to be discovered on a fresh channel that you dedicate live streams only to, because the algorithm looks at that and sees 100% of your viewers are on live streams. Therefore, they feed your live streams into the algorithm. It's really weird logic. I'm not a fan of it, but like if you watch one of those YouTube tips videos, like that Harris Heller guy or whatever, he'll sit there and he'll say to you something like, oh yeah, you should make another YouTube channel for shorts, another YouTube channel for vlogs, another YouTube channel for this, another YouTube channel. I don't, no, I can't do that. Like, the one YouTube channel is just fine. Just fine. Like, one channel can have different content. It doesn't have to be linear.
Baron Zaka will hear of this offense. Enjoy explaining why my information will now go to someone else. I demand that you prostrate yourself and beg for mercy, or so help me, I'll have you brought before a tribunal for these grievous affronts.
You're a slow learner.
Ow! Stop that! You'll regret— All right, quarter, I relent. I shall enter my half of the security key. You take this message to Baron Zakar with my fond regards.
Yeah, that is crazy. You can use one channel for any type of content. Yep. I mean, that's, you've probably noticed that there's a lot of new YouTube channels now that are just focusing on shorts only. And that's purely because of the advice that all these other YouTubers have given them. Like, there's so many people out there who are saying, hey, go start a YouTube channel, do only shorts on that YouTube channel, and focus only on trendy things, and it will probably work out. And the thing is that that's actually true. It will actually work. But it shits on all the people who have already been on the platform, grinding to get where they've been. They get pushed aside out of the algorithm. It's not It's capitalism, man. It's capitalism.
Baron Zaka will hear of this offense. Enjoy explaining why my information will now go to someone else. I demand that you prostrate yourself and beg for mercy, or so help me, I'll have you brought before a tribunal for these grievous affronts.
You're a slow learner.
Oh, stop that! You'll regret... All right, quarter, I relent. I shall enter my half of the security key. You take this message to Baron Zakar with my fond regards.
Don't know what bruised more easily, his ego or his face.
May we never meet again.
That's brilliant. For anyone confused as to why I'm like leaving the cutscenes and re-entering in them and stuff, if you hide your interface before you enter a cutscene, then it won't display any of the like dark side and light side auras and stuff. Therefore, I can record it without any shit on the screen. That's basically what I was doing. That's how much effort we put into our content. I don't just want random crap on the screen. I want you to be able to see the guy that I'm beating the shit out of. But yeah, that cutscene's crazy. That's going in the intro for the Bounty Hunter Explained. Like, the entire intro is just basically going to be a punch compilation. Yeah, we've been doing a few shorts. We've been doing more quizzes and posts, that kind of thing, for sure. I haven't been live streaming often, no, I can't really say that. I think on average we do like 3 streams a month, which is really not good enough. I could do more than that. And I should. I don't. Just don't. I mean, I would, to be fair, like if a brand new Star Wars game came out, I had hundreds of hours worth of content, I would stream that all the time. Just as I stream every new Star Wars game that comes out. We did it with Fallen Order, we did it with Jedi Survivor. We even played the Lego Star Wars game on stream when that came out. For anyone who remembers that.
I thought the Imperials were supposed to be keeping a tight leash on those sorts of things.
You don't have your own merch, by the way? So, I did sort of dabble in that a little bit, and I created a store and stuff. But I never really took it too seriously, and I didn't really promote it all that much or anything. And it still exists. So, like, technically, yes, you could go buy some merch, but it's not really up to date on the graphics. And again, I don't really promote it. I'm not really bothered about that kind of thing. I mean, if you wanted to help support the channel, the best way to do it is a donation, like, straight up. But, you know, if I ever get merch on the go,
it is clear that you have plans in motion.
Let you guys know. One thing that I was thinking about, me and a friend was thinking about this actually. We was considering arranging a raffle for something like a lightsaber, like an actual lightsaber that you could get and, you know, swing around and stuff. So think of like the NeoPixel lightsabers, but not like the super expensive $500 ones. Think of more like the basic kind of ones. I am genuinely considering making a raffle that we could promote on the channel. The only thing about that is obviously a raffle is a paid thing. So that's the only thing I'm on the fence with about right now, because that's not really something we've done before on the YouTube channel. But I'd be interested in knowing what you guys think to that. So let me know.
It is clear that you have plans in motion, nephew. Ah, your newest lackey. Tell me, did my nephew mention that he already hired a bounty hunter and got him promptly killed?
Past business dealings aren't my interest. Getting paid for this one is.
I recall Vibu saying something similar before you killed him. It's never a bad idea to show interest in your competition.
If you would please excuse yourself, Uncle. I have business with my advocate.
I see how your brat Rafid learned to disgrace us. Advocate. Ah. I just got a very impolite communication from Lord Malphus, saying that you assaulted him. Is that true?
I may have negotiated with his face a little.
I've always thought that pompous nitwit could use a good straightening out. According to Malphus's information, Duke Corwin is in negotiations with our enemy, House Organa. They're placing messages in phony relics at House Alder's Royal Museum for later retrieval. Duke Corwin's placed an imposter relic in the museum recently. You'll have to forcibly enter House Alder and find it.
I'll get my gear together and head back out.
House Alder has the support of Organa and the Republic. Do not underestimate them. And use extreme caution. The museum holds priceless cultural treasures. Nobody wants to be responsible for destroying that heritage.
Priceless is something Alderanians only use to describe things they still own. Catch my drift?
Yeah, I remember the douchebag who spoiled Jedi Survivor.
Smooth.
They are still banned. And they will remain that way. I do try to be strict about that one thing. Like, I'm pretty easygoing with everybody in the chat. I feel like you guys know that. But if you spoil something for me, like, I will hate you forever. Like, especially if it's new. You know what I mean? Like, just don't do that. That's not cool. It's the worst thing you can do. Get a taxi. We went on Alderaan the last time I watched a Bounty Hunter stream and didn't have Galt either. Looks like you got to catch me up a bit. I think just before you arrived, we literally just got finished with Tatooine. So we went from Nar Shaddaa? Was it Nar Shaddaa? I think Nar Shaddaa. We came from Nar Shaddaa, finished up there. That was the last stream. And yeah, when we started this one, we went through Tatooine, got there, had to go through some bullshit at the spaceport. We dealt with that. Some murderers or something, like the galaxy's most wanted murderers. Yeah, it turns out they weren't that tough. And now here we are on Alderaan. Still doing the Great Hunt, and we are looking for our next target and working with the royal houses to accomplish that goal.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
And obviously the Alderaan nobles are all like snobby, arrogant assholes, so that's why we had to beat the shit out of the last one we spoke to, because, you know, you can't just talk to people like that. You know, talk shit, get hit. Exists. Bang, bang, bang. Stupid nobles. That's fair of them. Why is this taxi going so slow? Going like the speed of the Frantas. Hey, what's up, Cyberdark? Long time no see indeed. What's my opinion on the broadsword move? I assume that's what you mean. I mean, it's hard to have an opinion on a studio and dev team that I'm unfamiliar with. So the only thing I can really comment on is like the devs and stuff who are moving across with them. And it's the dev team has already been stripped down enough as it is. So I honestly would worry a little bit. I know like the writer and the community manager and a few others there going across, but I just not sure how much hope I've got for the written content and player-based community communication even. I'm not sure how much hope I've got in all of that, to be totally honest, because obviously we've lost Charles Boyd now, and Charles Boyd was single-handedly carrying the story on his back, and now that he's gone, it's a little bit up in the air as to how the story is going to unfold, I think. And that's one of the things that the developers aren't really clicking onto. So the name of the new writer is Caitlin Sullivan Kelly. Like, this Caitlin she's quite young as well, obviously quite ambitious, and she's very lucky to be where she is. But she's got a lot to prove. She's got some big shoes to fill. You know, it's a big role to fill. And if this expansion, like, if it doesn't end brilliantly, then I would be very unsure about the story moving forward. That being said, I have to give credit where credit is due. Caitlin Sullivan Kelly did work on Echoes of Oblivion, which is, to be honest, some of the most amazing story I've seen in this game in years. So the fact that she worked on that gives me some hope. And again, it was Charles Boyd who was the writer at the time of that. But even still, or at least I believe he was. You're honest and you don't mess about. That's just it. Like, you can't fluff it up for people.
You'll feel that later.
Because you will discover the truth no matter what.
Oh, that's pain.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Deadly pain.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Ah! Whoops. Yeah, I prefer to be upfront with people. I can't really fluff up something. Especially when it doesn't deserve to be fluffed up, you know.
You might try ducking next time.
We'll see how things go though. I'm just I've got a big question mark over a lot of things. Based solely on the fact that it's completely different people who are going to be working on the game. It already is different people working on the game. Like, I'm not sure how well in the loop people stay with the developers, but it's been a new team now for like a year and a half, I think. Anyways, so yeah. Not too much is changing, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I don't like being right. and it's not like I have any inside knowledge or anything. But yeah, literally in one of my previous videos, I think I said something along the lines of, like, the only hope this game has is a fresh dev team and our new studio. And then we fast forward to now, and we're getting a fresh dev team and a new studio. It's weird.
Royal Museum? That sounds promising.
Snowball is really damn snooty, arrogant, and completely incompetent. However, not all of them are like that. You should see Duke, Charles, or Ghana on Republic side. I remember there being a couple of likable characters on Alderaan. When you play as the Sith warrior on Alderaan, you get that one random Sith Lord who just, like, respects you all the time. And you're like, yeah, you respect me. Very fair point of view, Sam. I'm not overly optimistic about the future of SWTOR story either, and if Caitlin Sullivan Kelly is the one behind the endless drip-feed decision, I have no hope. You see, I know that she wouldn't be responsible for that kind of thing. But the thing is that she hasn't got Charles Boyd with her now to help her. Obviously, she's got other people around her to help her and stuff, but she's definitely got a lot on her shoulders. But from the looks of things, again, credit where credit is due, from the looks of things, she does seem to be very well informed. She seems to know what she's talking about when she does talk about Star Wars. She's definitely a nerd and read the books, that kind of thing. So there is some credit there for her. But still,
What is all that noise?
yet to prove it.
How good are you at shooting with your hands full?
Oh no. Out, please. Take your battles elsewhere. This museum has no strategic value.
You're gonna keel over if you keep that up. Just point out the fake, and I'm gone.
You must be mistaken. Each piece here is an irreplaceable artifact from Alderaan's long and distinguished heritage. Some are thousands of years old. You must go before anything is damaged.
I'll show you damaged.
Please, I'm begging you, you mustn't touch. They are each priceless. I can prove it to you. I have an integrity scanner we use for restoration work. It will only take a few minutes to scan for Oh no! The security cameras, they've spotted you. You can't fight in here.
Let's go dark side option this time.
Looks like you're out of time.
Alright.
Move.
Why have I got a blaster in my hand? Oh, no, I'm good. How much is true? Yeah, she's passionate and knowledgeable about Star Wars, I'll give her that, and she's always enthusiastic about new story updates. Yep, absolutely. I can't shit on a person just because I don't like BioWare. So I'm not gonna look for a reason to do that. Right now, I've got a lot of credit for that person. But if you want to talk about somebody who I genuinely think needs replacing, and a lot of people are not gonna like me for saying it, but the game director needs replacing. Keith Koenig needs to go. He needs to go like 4 years ago. Where's this hidden data pad? That's it. We need more than the occasional small piece of puzzle we've been waiting to learn about Malgus since it's 2023 and we know nothing. Exactly. And that, right, the responsibility of that, in my opinion, goes to the game director. Why? Look at the game. Like, I'm not blaming Keith 100% for the game's shortcomings, but you have to understand that he is basically the authority of the game. Yeah, he decides ultimately what happens. Yeah, like what happens, when it happens, how it's going to happen, what you're going to focus on, what the new content drive should be. That's all Keith, yeah? That all goes through him. And again, like, you look at this game and how it's been handled over like the last 5 years. Just over 5 years now, I think, with Keith. It's not good. It's not brilliant. There's a lot of there's a lot of shortcomings, okay? Like Onslaught, not good. Legacy of the Sith, not good. Not good at all. I mean, if you guys remember, Ben Irving, when he was once in this position. He basically left the game, quit the game, was moved after Knights of the Fallen Empire. And that was after the huge story focus, and that was after the game was so popular. He was replaced for something really minuscule. Now, it's probably controversial to say, and I guess there's no way for me to really confirm it, and it's probably just speculation, but I'm pretty sure the reason Ben Irving got replaced is because of his infamous quote of, like, the thrill of the hunt. Who doesn't want to chase RNG? It's all about the thrill of the hunt. And that all happened at, like, the same time Battlefront 2 loot box fiasco happened. So EA did a lot of PR at that time. A lot of...
I guess that confirms that you weren't in this business for the money.
So I feel like that's one of the reasons Ben Irving went, if not probably the main reason. Because that did become quite the meme after that was said. But if you follow my point here, like, you know, the game director is meant to change when people lose trust in the game, I suppose. And that happened a long time ago with Keith. Like, I'm sure he's a nice guy. And yes, some of the updates have been cool. But put yourself in his shoes. What would you have done differently? Would you have done it better? That is meant to be a rhetorical question, but I mean, I feel like he could have done a lot better. I don't feel like he's done enough. I think probably the best thing Keith has done for this game is the 64-bit upgrade. I think having that happen was a pretty good move. Yep. You see, Keith took over when Knights of the Eternal Throne came out. Or it might have been during that point. Or was it during Knights of the Fallen Empire? It might have even been during Knights of the Fallen Empire. I forget the exact time frame. But the moment Keith came in, I gotta say, I feel like the game hasn't benefited. I'm not trying to shit on the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I don't feel like he's done the game any great favors. Other than 64-bit. 64-bit is cool. But let me tell you, right, like 20 years from now, when I'm reminiscing with my friends about Star Wars games, I am not going to be talking about Onslaught. I am not going to be talking about Legacy of the Sith, more than likely. Let me tell you what I will be talking about. I will be talking about the Revan book. I'll be talking about Knights of the Old Republic. I'll be talking about the Bane trilogy. I'll be talking about the original trilogy. Onslaught, Legacy of the Sith, and almost everything else that Keith has done and heralded will be forgotten in time. I'm going the complete wrong way here. I need to go around. Oh, I actually need to be down there. I can just... Whoop. Quick travel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get him, goal.
Might try ducking next time.
Get him. Noise. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Yes, mishandling. He has been mishandling the game. Also, I'm not a huge fan of his responses on the posts. Sorry, not the posts, the forums. He goes a little bit too much into detail. What about Oblivion? That's a completely different franchise, man.
Accept your hand? I'd sooner thrust my fist into a thresher.
I don't understand. I thought this had already been arranged, approved.
Advocate, be so kind as to remove this thing from my presence.
Anything for a lady.
This must be some kind of mistake. Ugh.
The nerve of Zakar and my father treating me like some insipid, simpering... Ugh! How many more of these absurd marriage proposals must I endure?
Do I get a kiss for all my hard work?
Oh my, yes. Such abundance of masculinity has me in palpitations. Your feeble attempts to woo me are refreshingly bad. My thanks for a momentary chuckle.
Ooh, Jesus Christ, lady. You could have just said no. Ooh. Let me just regen from that sick burn. Holy shit. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I'll be talking about the Emperor, of course, so that's probably going to come up. Was a brutal rejection. Almost as bad as when Valen rejects you. Yeah, that is pretty harsh.
Are you absolutely insane? House Alder just announced that mercenaries have pillaged the Royal Museum. They are calling for whoever is responsible for the attack to be brought up on war crimes. War crimes! I demand an explanation.
The Duke shouldn't have put the relics in danger in the first place.
I doubt anyone will see matters that pragmatically. Let's see if this was worth the backlash. This is in Organa's house tongue. I'll need a moment to pass the details. These houses. Thule vassals, Ulgo vassals, House Organa. Duke Corwin isn't just allying with the Organas. He's organizing an entire coalition against the House Thule.
Sounds like he's prepping you guys for a good beatdown.
Indelicate, but accurate, and there is nothing we can do about it. My cousin is safe within the sanctuary of House Rist. If he's under their protection, it's little wonder why the Juristeel Duke always survives. The Rists are a family of assassins who ascended into nobility through centuries of murder and sabotage. Duke Corwin is beyond our reach.
Does it look like I'm getting cold feet to you?
It's your life, Hunter. I've apprised you of the risk. You'll need to find Duke Corwin's haven inside House Rist and stop whatever negotiations my cousin has underway permanently. I'm likely sending you to your death, but if you can manage to succeed, I will have a suitable payment waiting.
You know, we still don't have the Dark versus Light.
You'll feel that
bosses
later.
Back. Literally nothing's been said about that either. And not only that, but the devs promised Master Mode Anomaly R4, and they promised that for 2022. This year even. This year is 2023. Wait, no, it was for 2022. Yeah. It was for 2022. Keep running past the speeder.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
On Fire of Fate, novel story. You could for sure send me it on Discord. I'm not sure when I'll have time to read it though. Yeah, the removal of Dark versus Light, server war, along with the bosses, along with the removal of Ranked, the addition of Galactic Season Passes. I don't see a lot of these things as good things, to be honest. I think the whole Season Pass / Battle Pass thing is a genuine tumour to the gaming community that just needs to stop. It's a very silly gaming / progression trend, and at some point in time, all of our games are going to be filled with Battle Passes and Season Passes, and ugh, it's awful. What?
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I was just saying that season passes aren't a cool trend. Not in my opinion, anyways. I don't see them as a good thing for the gaming community. I'm old school, you know? I'm old-fashioned. I don't even like it when I open up a store and I see nothing but cosmetics to buy. I know a lot of people are okay with a game doing that, and like, I'm okay with that too, to some extent, but this game in particular has put so much into the cash shop and so much like cosmetics-wise that it's just, you can't keep up with it, and you would literally need to spend thousands and thousands and thousands if you wanted to obtain it all. There would be ways to do it in-game, for sure, but you'd need to be one smart motherfucker. I miss the days where you would do a mission and at the end be rewarded with something cool. I say this to my friend quite a lot, and I use it as an example quite a lot with them. But think back to Assassin's Creed 2, and you know, you played as SWTOR de friends, and you would go around the map and you would collect these things. I can't remember what they was, but there was collectibles, and at the end of that you would get the armor set from the first game or whatever, and it would be dyed black and have this really nice trimming on it. It'd have awesome upgrades or whatever, and that would be the way to get your awesome cosmetic. It would be playing the game. It wouldn't be, you know, spend 9 hours playing PvP, or it wouldn't be buy this, pay for this, or 1,500 cartel coins for that. Things used to be so much simpler. This is in a really awkward place. We know that this game is capable of rewarding you in cool ways. So like, think back to the GSI mission and the Dreadseed armor. Like, that was awesome. And the Dreadseed armor was very unique at the time. Very cool looking armor set. But they don't do anything like that anymore. You even go to like the new Reputation vendors, and it's just mostly decorations, because that's easy for them. You know how easy it is for the developers to just come get this tree, make it a decoration, come get this rock, make it a decoration. You know that that's what they do. They don't necessarily just make brand new stuff, which is exclusively new as a decoration to the game. You guys know that, right? Like, 99% of the decorations in this game are actually things that they've already used in the game. So like that tree over there, or those stone pillars over there. That's the problem with these games these days. All these little things add up, in my opinion. Yep, the economy is in an absolute shit state. I think it's funny when people try to speculate like how it happened. Like, it was already happening. Like, many years ago, the economy was already inflating. Not by a lot, but the moment they released platinum items and the $70 lightsaber, boom, economy just went right out the window. Yeah, you can blame platinum items and the cash shop. You know, that's really how I feel, Josh. Backed up on books. Okay. I think I'm actually going to leave it here. Ooh, level up. Easy level up. 26. What do I even need to be for Alderaan? 30? Wow. Well, not for us. Alright. I'm going to leave it here for today. But before I end the stream, don't leave yet. Before I end the stream, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of the Darth Bane explained video. Well, not the video, the audio. Because the video is not ready for you to see. So you will have to not listen to that. Sorry, not look at that. Hey Sam, wouldn't you so happen to have a black on black die to give, would you? Oh man, I wish that I did. I wish that I did. If you ever find yourself on the Darth Malgus server, I can probably help you out handedly. But when it comes to your server, I can't really do much. I'm afraid I'm very limited on the American servers, unfortunately. But if I ever obtain an item or something, I will definitely let you know. Definitely. Alright, so I am going to play a sample for you guys, which is from the Darth Bane explained video. It is voice acted dialogue from the Darth Bane book, basically. Let's see here. Which one shall we go?
I can show you. I can show you.
Yeah, we'll go with it. Alright, I'm not sure how loud this is going to be, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. Maybe just turn it down yourselves a little bit as well, just in case I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. I'll play it again afterwards though, so if you needed to turn it up, then here's where the fun begins. Alright, check this out. So this is the segment of Darth Bane performing a ritual which summons lightning over a forest. Check it out.
I can show you. Touch the dark side. The dark side is one. Indivisible. Give yourself over to the dark side. Let it surround you, engulf you, devour you. Do you feel invincible? Invulnerable? Immortal? Can you feel it? Are you ready to destroy a world?
Alright, that's sample 1 for you. That is sample 1. You know, I like to listen to things quite loudly as well, you know. What else would be a good one? Let's go with this one. This one's a pretty good one. So this one is Bane announcing his Darth title.
What is the meaning of this?
Did you send Sirac to kill me?
What? Why, did something happen to Sirac?
I killed him. Ivra and Loke too. Their bodies are in the archives.
You did this on the eve of our departure of Rusan?
You can go to Rusan. I will have nothing to do with the Brotherhood of Darkness.
You are a student of this academy. You will do as you are told.
I am a Dark Lord of the Sith. I serve none but myself.
We leave for Rusan tomorrow, Lord Bane. You will be coming with us. This is not a matter for discussion.
I'm leaving tonight, and none of you here is strong enough to stop me. Someone here told me that we no longer use the Darth title because it promoted rivalry among the Sith, gave the Jedi an easy target. It was easier to just abandon the custom, to have all the Sith Masters use the title of Dark Lord. But I know the truth, Cordis. I know why none of you claim that title for yourself. Fear. You're cowards. None of the Brotherhood is worthy of the Darth title. Least of all you.
Don't go. Let's talk about this. If you just meet with Khan, you'll understand. That's all I ask, Bane.
It's Darth Bane.
Ooh. Getting good, getting good. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys one more. And then I'm gonna end the stream. One more. Oh, it's so hard to choose. Alright, let's go with a gruesome one. Let's go with Ben killing Sirac. Where is it? Ben kills Sirac. Here we go. Check this one out.
Can I come in?
Why are you here?
Why did you leave?
It's hard to explain. You are right about what happened with Sirac. I should have finished him, but I didn't. I was foolish and weak. I didn't want to admit that to you.
You left the academy so you wouldn't have to face me?
No. I didn't leave because of you. I left because you were the only one who recognized my failing. Everyone else congratulated me for my great victory, because Qasim, Cordis, everyone, they were blind to the true nature of the dark side. They're as blind as I had been, till you opened my eyes. I left because the Academy has nothing more to offer me. I went to the Valley of the Dark Lords, hoping to find the answers I couldn't find here.
And you never thought to come tell me all this?
I should have come to you. I acted irrationally. I let my anger of Cordis drive me away. I've answered your question. Now you answer mine. Why are you here?
Not here. I have something to show you in the archives.
Githani, what's going on?
Why did you follow me, Bane? How could you be so stupid? Didn't you realize you were walking right into a trap?
Is this what you want, Githani?
She wants what all Sith wants. Power. Victory. She knows to side with the strong.
I'm stronger than he is. I proved that in the dueling ring.
There is more to power than physical prowess. Strength means more than just the ability to use the Force. It means intelligence, cunning, ruthlessness.
You know how easily I defeated you in the ring. Are you so certain you can defeat me now?
4 against 1, Bane, and you left your lightsaber back for Chambers. I like those odds.
This fool actually believes you brought me here for his sake. We both know why you brought me here, Githani. You don't want to side with Sirac. You've been plotting ways to get me to kill him ever since you first arrived.
Enough! Please, Bane, I yield.
End it now, Bane.
Listen to me. I'll serve you. I'll do anything you command. You can use me. I can help you. Please, Bane, have mercy.
Those who ask for mercy are too weak to deserve it.
And that's all you get for today. Oh man, I'm excited to show you guys this one. It's going to be good. Yes, that was me, Vegeta. I played a few voices in this, actually. I did Sirac. That one really hurt, to be honest, to do Sirac. And I also did Kurpej. Kurpej is in here somewhere.
We can teach you to unleash it. You would no longer be a trooper on the front lines. If you accept my offer, that part of your life is over.
Yep, that one's also me. And I also do... Khan. Screw it. This one's like a big one.
Welcome, Lord Hoth.
That was the fort bomb. Let me give you one more. This is a short one.
Go away!
That's just simply Bane yelling "Go away," which is to the voice of Cordis and Khan playing in his head. Why, thank you very much, Levamp. Luke, also known as Exiled Ranger, is reprising his voice as Darth Bane. Goddess Demoness is indeed in here. She is playing Giffany. My friend Phil is playing the voice of Cordis. Brett is playing the voice of Kasim, and also will be playing the voice of Darth and Dedu's Holocron. Alright. Well, anyways, I'm excited to show you guys that when it's all ready. As I said, like an hour and a half worth of just voice acted dialogue. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be like a 3-hour long video. It's going to be epic. That being said though, guys, I'm going to finish up for tonight. So thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you guys sticking around and actually listening to some of those samples too, because I'm a huge nerd and I love sharing that kind of stuff. But I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to sharing it. And I will try to stream again this week. What day is it now? Oh, it's Sunday. So I can say next week and be like, hey, that's like a 1 in 7 chance that I'm actually going to stream. Yeah, so we'll go with that. We'll go with that. No problem, Cyberdark. Always good to see you, man. Make sure you come by again. Alright, guys. That's it for me. Thank you once again. Stay safe.